Hello everyone, welcome to Cricket Cracker's special live show in the air. So it's time for pre-match analysis. Zimbabwe versus India's second one-day match is about to start. India are 1-0 up in a three-match one-day series. So this is a do-or-die match for Zimbabwe. And the match will be played in Harare at Harare Sports Club. And the match will start at 12:45. So let me invite our guest on the show, Prateek.
Hi.
Hi Prateek, how are you?
Good. Thank you.
So, Prateek, we were expecting a decent performance from Zimbabwe in the first one-day match, considering their performance against Bangladesh, but it happened otherwise. So, should we expect a fight at least in today's match from Zimbabwe's end?
Yeah, fight for sure. I think Zimbabwe were just. I think it's just one of those days when when it rained, it just poured, and Deepak Chahar, we didn't expect him to do as well as he
Right.
did on his return after so many months. But yeah, he is when he gets going with a new ball in his opening spell. I think he's just one of the best bowlers in the world, and that's exactly what happened once the top order crumbled. I think it was they just
Right.
had a lot to do, and
Right.
yeah, they just didn't do enough after that. So that's what
Right.
happened basically.
Right. We witnessed, against Bangladesh, that Zimbabwe batting order also collapsed. But in the first one-day match, they didn't manage to bounce back. So what went wrong for them in the first one-day match?
I think too much reliance on the middle order. Yeah, it has happened time and again. Even in
Right.
the series against Bangladesh, they lost their first three wickets way too quickly in the three matches. And this over reliance on the middle order, with that happening with such regularity, I think it was just inevitable that you would have one of these days when the middle order also would fail to deliver, and it would be a very low total for them, and that's exactly what happened. And also the case that they were facing arguably a better bowling side than Bangladesh's. So yeah, I think they just
Right.
had a lot to do, and yeah, they just couldn't manage to put up a respectable total, and yeah, they just surrendered in the end.
Right. Pratik, in the first match, Shikhar Dhawan, Shubman Gill played brilliantly, but middle order didn't get the opportunity to play, especially KL Rahul. He desperately needs some game time because big tournament is coming, Asia Cup, and he's expected to open the innings alongside Rohit Sharma. So, if in case India win the toss today, so should they go for bat? What do you think?
Strictly looking at the conditions, I think it's a tricky decision to make, because in the first match we saw that there was a lot of the surface movement for the fast bowlers, especially with the new ball, and you can pretty much expect the same today. I don't think much would change as far as the surface and the conditions are concerned
Right.
in 2 days' time. And ideally, I would say, judging by the surface, they should go for bowling first again, and set their pace and tempo accordingly in the second innings. But having said that, should Rahul be promoted to opening? I personally think it was a bit of a surprising decision to send Shubman Gill ahead of himself, because once
Right.
again, like you mentioned, he needs some match practice opening the innings. But yeah, it all comes down to himself again.
Yeah, but it can happen because in the previous match, Shikhar Dhawan sustained an forearm injury. So it's pretty unclear is he going to play or not. So if he doesn't, then KL Rahul should promote himself. No?
Yeah, definitely. KL Rahul has opened in the ODIs before, in every format before. So yeah, if there is anybody who can replace one of the two opening batters, it has to be KL Rahul. It's a no-brainer. Yeah,
Yeah.
once again, he needs to open. I personally thought he would open. He needs to play against a new ball somewhere, and this would be a good opportunity for him.
Let's see if he's going to get a game time or not. So let's take a look at players' battle. Regis Takabwa versus Akshar Patel again. Two times Akshar Patel got the best out of him. In the previous match as well, Akshar Patel got the wicket of Regis Takabwa. So, Pratik, what do you think? Today is you expect some great battle in between these two?
I think this will definitely play with Chaka's mind, because in the last match I remember saying that they haven't played a lot against each other before, but once again, the one time they faced each other, so far in the series. Akshay Patel won the battle, and yeah, I think Chakava, of course, I don't know if he can uh, do something about it within 2 days' time, but it would definitely play with his mind, and I think it would be a good battle to watch out for because he would want to get one on board against Akshay Patel this time out. So yeah, let's see.
Right. But in today's match, Pratik, I think there's a lot of pressure on Sikandar Raza and Naseem Williams because considering they are, experienced players and they didn't live up to the expectations in the first one-day match. So it's a do or die match for Zimbabwe. So what do you think? Like, how their approach is going to be in today's match? I think it's a lot depend on them because
Yeah,
middle
I think
order,
if
right?
if I were Raza, I would just hope that it wouldn't come down to me again. I think Raza, as he has done in Bangladesh, he might have to step up yet again, and he is in probably the form of his life overall with
Right.
both bat and ball. He is high on confidence. But having said that, for Zimbabwe to put up a competition against a good Indian side. First of all, it's their top order that has to click. Bowling, yes, they did not get a wicket, but then again, the openers played with so much freedom in the end because they just
Pratik,
didn't
a big
have.
update is coming. India won the toss and they elected to bowl first again. Don't you think they should have, gone for like batting first? Because because middle order desperately needs some batting time and KL Rahul especially, and again bowling. So, do you think it's a right decision from India's point of view?
I think, ideally speaking, judging by the surface, like I mentioned before, I think it's the right decision because there will be a lot of assistance off the
Right.
surface for the seamers. And yeah, I think it's the right decision. But I get your point. I think India would be looking at Asia Cup more than anything
Right,
else at the
exactly.
moment, looking at the bigger picture. But yeah, it's a tricky one. And KL Rahul, he himself would know what to do, taking himself into account going into the Asia Cup. So yeah, let's see.
Right. And Deepak Chahar, again, we're going to see him in action. Last match, he was fantastic. Back 3 wickets for 27.
Yeah, I think was it Deepak Chahar we were talking about?
Deepak Chahar, right.
Yeah, Deepak Chahar, yes, once again. In the beginning, I expected him to be much rustier than he actually was. Of course, he didn't bowl at his best right away, but straight away after, I don't know, months of having
The comeback.
any game
Fantastic
time,
comeback.
he was on point. He was swinging the ball a mile, and yeah, maybe there was a bit of assistance from the conditions. Having said that, Deepak Chahar, when he's bowling the way he did in the first match with the new ball, I think he's one of the most entertaining bowlers to watch. He will just attack those stumps time and again. He will play with the
Right.
batter's mind, testing the corridor of uncertainty, as they call it, time and again with his swingers. I think the biggest strength is that he is a natural swinger of the ball. He can just move it either side. And we have seen it in T20s as well. We have seen it in the IPL, and he's doing it again with India. And his comeback has been a major
Right.
boost for India.
Right. So, Pratik, let's take a look at the head-to-head record because I think it's kind of very important. It gives you confidence, no?
Yeah, definitely. I did say in the last
And
match
India
that
completely
head
dominate in that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, all this suggests is that historically India has been good and that India will come into this game as the favorites to win the game. Simply because, yeah, India has been a better team overall historically and in current times, winning a lot of games. But one thing Zimbabwe would want to prove coming into this game is that they have secured the T20 World Cup qualification berth, and also they won a series against Bangladesh. So they would want to show that this does not mean a lot. The
Right.
head-to-head record, they would want to show that they can put up something
Right.
coming into this game. Yeah.
So Pratik, Shikhar Dhawan is playing, and it wasn't clear that is he going to play or not because of an injury. But now, it's playing 11 right now in front of us. Shikhar Dhawan, Shubman Gill opening, followed by Ishan Kishan, KL Rahul, number 4, Deepak Hooda, Sanju Samson, Akshar Patel, Shardul Thakur, Kuldeep Yadav, Prasad Krishna, and Mohammad Siraj. So good news for India, Shikhar Dhawan in the playing 11.
Yeah, it indeed is. And we were just talking about Deepak Chahar, and I see that Shardul Thakur has come in.
Shardul.
Yeah, I think, yeah, I think,
It's kind of a good thing.
yeah,
That's the point of being there in Zimbabwe. Now you have to check your bench strength first. No,
yeah, yeah, definitely. That was one of the main reasons why India sent out a second string squad to test the
right,
bench strength. This is all about experimentation. While yes, India would want to win every game, that is definitely there. But yeah, one of the main reasons was to test the bench strength. But if I were Deepak Chahar, getting game time after months after for the first time
that's
since February
right,
and doing well in the first game, would I be exactly happy about coming back to the bench? I'm not sure, but the
right.
intentions are clear. They want to test out everybody, and they definitely did not have the scope to test out a different batting lineup because the middle order wasn't tested at all. It was just the openers who finished off the job in the first match. So yeah.
So if the management bench Deepak Chahar, so why don't Rahul open the innings today? I mean, it can happen.
Yeah, we have seen a lot of shuffling across formats with the top order combination. We have
Right,
seen Surya Kumar Yadav come into bat in the opening slot. We have seen Rishabh Pant open a little later. We have seen all this shuffling happening, and we have seen um emphasis given on batters having to bat in any position over the
right.
last few months or so. And yeah, that's a good point. Rahul could have opened today, but they have stuck with the same opening combination who have done well in the first match
Right,
and in the series before that against West Indies. I think,
right.
yeah, they just want to keep going with the same combination.
So Pratik, now let's take a look at milestones. Regis Takabwa needs 10 fours to complete 250 fours across formats. I don't think this is going to happen in today's match. 10 fours.
Yes, that's going to take some doing. Yeah.
Right. KL Rahul needs 2 fours to complete 600 fours across formats. I think this is doable. Don't you think, Pratik?
It is doable if he comes out to bat,
Ah,
but it's something that didn't happen
that's
in the
the
first
point,
match.
exactly.
Yeah.
Now, let's move on to next one. Sikandar Raza requires 5 runs to complete 35 runs in the ODIs. So,
Yeah,
Pratik,
I think
last
this
time
is the
you went
most
for
gettable
this.
one.
Huh?
Yeah. Yeah, I think this is the most gettable one, the most doable one.
Right.
Sikandar
Right.
Azad. Yeah.
And what about this one? Ryan Ball needs 53 runs to complete 500 runs in the ODIs.
I think Zimbabwe would be hoping that he would get to that milestone because they need it, given the first match. But yeah, once again, it's going to take some doing.
Shubman Gill needs 85 runs to complete 1,000 runs in international cricket. So, just, I mean, the way he is playing, I think there are 70% chances that this is going to happen. I think.
Yeah, he has been playing very well in this format since the West Indies series. Will he do it again? It's very likely. Yes. Yeah, I think Shubman Gill is right now one of the best players in this format right now. Of course, there is not a lot to show for him because it's still early days for him. But yeah, the way he's playing right now, he can definitely get 80 odd runs.
Right. Pratik, we talked about the pitch. That pitch is going to support the bowlers in the first hour. So, what do you think? Whom going to play a big role for Team India in today's match? Last match it was Deepak Chahar. So, what do you think in today's match? Who is going to be the
Yeah,
hero?
I'm expecting Mohammad Siraj to step up.
Right.
Shardul Thakur is a natural swinger of the ball as well. But in the absence of someone like Deepak Chahar, you would think Mohammad Siraj, with his experience in formats, should chip in. And yeah, Shardul Thakur also with his experience, also
Right.
having played in different surfaces over the last 1 or 2 years, I think these two will definitely come into the act today.
So, Pratik, playing 11 is in. So, let's take a look like how the playing 11 of both the teams are looking like.
Yeah, like I said before, India did not have any reason to tinker with the batting order because not much happened in the first match. other than the fact that the two openers finished off the job. So the middle order, they didn't have the scope to change the middle order. And as far as bowling
Right.
is concerned, Deepak Chahar going out and Shardul Thakur coming in is simply a matter of them wanting to test out their
Right.
bench. And Deepak Chahar having already performed in the first match, yeah, they are sure that Deepak Chahar is back to his best. And yeah, with Zimbabwe, it's a tricky one. Their top order really needs to step up. They have, uh, uh, yeah, once again, the opening combination and the number three position. These have been the matter of concern for them. Rest, I think the middle order we have seen before, it has been strong as ever, but they would want to forget the first match and come into the act again in the second match. Yeah, I think overall, this is the kind of 11 that we expected.
Right. So, Pratik, we're really hoping that this match is definitely going to be a nail biting match. So, guys, that's it for today. And the update is India won the toss and they elected to bowl first. So, guys, don't forget to subscribe our YouTube channel. And if you're watching this video on Facebook, then please don't forget to hit follow and like button. And we'll meet you at the post match analysis. Till then, take care. Have a nice day.